Hi guys, and welcome back to another comparison by MirrorLessons. Today we're going to be talking about two premium compacts from Fujifilm, the X70
and the X100T.
Since these two cameras are similar in many different ways, we're going to be conducting this comparison in a slightly different manner than usual. Instead of comparing all the different characteristics, we're going to be looking at the 5 main similarities and the 5 main differences to help you figure out which model is better for your style of photography. Both the X70 and the X100T have the same X-Trans2 APS-C size sensor and EXR2 processor found inside other Fujifilm models such as the X-T1, X-T10, and X-E2. They have the same ISO range of 200 to 6400 with extended values up to 51,200. They feature Fujifilm's film simulation modes, whose color rendition is very attractive, and the dynamic range is excellent.
Both cameras feature a similar retro design with physical dials and rings to change the shutter speed, aperture, focus and exposure compensation. They both incorporate a built-in flash, an aperture ring around the lens, a ribbed focus ring, and 7 customizable function buttons around the body. Since they also feature the same 49mm filter thread, many X100T accessories are compatible with the X70 and vice versa. You can purchase them in either black or a combination of black and silver. Sadly, neither model is weatherproof.
Both cameras come with many manual focus assists, including digital split image, magnification, and focus peaking. Even though the manual assists on both cameras are identical, it is easier to manually focus with the X100T than with the X70 for the simple reason that the focus ring is placed further away from the tabs on the aperture ring.
Both cameras feature a leaf shutter mechanism, allowing for near-silent operation and high-speed sync with flash. The fastest mechanical shutter speed is 1/4000 of a second, but you can revert to the electronic shutter, which is completely silent, and use speeds as fast as 1/32,000 of a second. However, doing so will disable the use of flash and can also produce some unwanted rolling shutter effect.
The two cameras share the same battery type. The battery life is decent on both cameras, and you can extend it by putting the cameras into low performance mode and putting the OVF into power saving mode on the X100T. We found that one battery on either camera will last about a half a day of intensive shooting or a day of light shooting. The X70 and the X100T have different focal lengths. The X100T has a 23mm lens, while the X70 has an 18mm lens. The X100T's lens has a faster maximum aperture of f2, while both cameras have a minimum focus distance of 10 centimeters. Even though the optical quality of both lenses is very good, we found that at the fastest apertures, the X70 performs better at close distances, while the X100T performs better further away. From f5.6 onward, the differences are far less pronounced. You can buy a separate teleconverter or wide-angle converter for the X100T or a wide-angle converter for the X70. The X70 also includes the option of a digital teleconverter, which gives you the equivalent field of view of 35mm or 50mm. To find out more, check out our dedicated article by clicking on the link above.
One of the most obvious differences is that the X100T has a hybrid viewfinder while the X70 does not. It is called hybrid because you can switch between an optical and electronic viewfinder, and is also the electronic rangefinder. It is one of the key selling points of the camera. The X70 makes up for the lack of a viewfinder with its tilting LCD screen. It can tilt down 45 degrees and up 180 degrees, and activates face eye detection when flipped up all the way. The X70 is also the first Fujifilm camera to have a touch-sensitive screen. You can select an autofocus point, take a picture, or deactivate touch sensitivity.
Though the X100T was already considered quite small and compact, the X70 takes it to a whole new level. It is both smaller and lighter than the X100T, but it is also less robust due to its plastic and aluminum body. The X100T, on the other hand, has a magnesium alloy body. Ours actually survived a very nasty fall onto cold hard concrete and still works as well as the day we took it out of the box.
A less significant difference between the two cameras is the autofocus system. The X100T features an older version of Fujifilm's hybrid autofocus system. It is effective, but occasionally has the tendency to hunt in single IF mode. The X70 has an updated version of this autofocus system with the new zone and wide tracking modes for action photography. Since neither camera is intended for sports or wildlife, the slight difference in autofocus performance shouldn't affect your photography, but the X70 feels a little bit faster.
The final difference is the price. Even though the X70 is the more recent model, you can find it for about $600 less than the X100T. You can find the X100T second-hand, but the difference in price is still significant. If you prefer a wider view of the world, the X70 is definitely your best bet. But if you feel lost without a viewfinder, the X100T is the more logical solution.
And if you prefer to have both a wide angle of view and a viewfinder, you might as well forget about these two premium compact cameras and turn to an interchangeable lens camera like the X-T2 that has a built-in viewfinder.
As usual, don't hesitate to leave a comment if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, please subscribe to our channel, don't forget to like this video, and see you next time.
Bye bye!